3, 2, 1. 10 of spades.
You got 10 of spades?
Mm-hmm.
I got 6 of diamonds.
Hell
Fuck.
yeah.
Jacob won. So for people just listening, we have PBR in glass bottles.
And I did not know this.
This is what's fun about getting PBR in glass bottles is the top of the bottle cap, there's it's a playing card. And they're all different. Oop. Our Moist Monday Art-Ifacts is falling over, which we'll get into later.
Let it fall. I'll fix it after.
But what's cool is they're all different cards, and it's fun to play the game who gets the biggest card.
Yeah.
And then what's really cool is Wes and I from Game Off the Grid, we're trying to go for a full deck of cards of bottle caps.
How many do you think you have now?
I went through them probably about 6 months ago.
Okay.
And we probably have 40-ish.
Yeah. I'm probably going to start doing that
It's
too.
fun. And we have like this really cool like PBR style glass that we keep them in.
Keep them all in.
Yeah. So that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like literally putting them on like a.
Well, I think once we get the full deck, it would be cool to have them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just see all like go by.
Well, for the longest time, we would just take them all and throw it into a cup, and then you go through and be like, okay, well, this one, we have this one 8 times.
Sure, yeah.
I think a few of them are like rare, but
that'd
PBR
also
in the
be-
glass bottle, whew, so good.
That'd also be really fun to play like an actual card game with them.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Egyptian rat screw. You have to slap a bunch of bottle caps.
That would fucking cut your finger.
It's hardcore. That's
You're
for the
chugging-
real winners.
You're chugging beers.
Oh yeah, trying to get your own card. That would be sweet.
Ooh, what do you mean?
Like if for every beer you get that card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom,
It's just maybe it's a good one.
and then you'll win. You just gotta hope for an ace.
I like that. No, Jack is the best in Egyptian rat screw.
Oh yeah, ace is low.
What? No. Oh, all right. So
I thought king was hot.
what? No, Egyptian rat screw. Do you remember how to play? All right,
Oh yeah, okay.
Egyptian rat. I'll give just the basics for the game. It's my absolute favorite
remember
card
now.
game.
I remember.
really recommend it. So what you do is you take a full deck of cards and you split it between the number of players.
Basically like a war.
Kind of. Don't-
It
No,
is.
that's kind of confusing because it's not quite that. And you have the cards,
Face down.
yes. And in a circle you go and you lay one down and then the person to your left lays the next one down. And so it's numbered cards are just kind of cards.
Yep.
And then face cards are worth things kind of, all right, I guess worth is a weird thing. So if you lay down an ace, the next person has 4 tries to get a face card.
Yep.
And then if you lay down a king, it's 3 tries. Queen is 2 tries. Jack is 1 try.
So Jack is king. Yeah.
Jack is the best
Yeah, Jack is
card
the
in the
best.
deck.
And the goal is to get all the cards because
Yes.
if you win a deck, if you win a hand,
You get all the cards.
you get
in
all
it.
the cards. But there are stimulations.
Yeah, there are slap-ins
Yes.
where if laying a card, there is a double where two of the same cards are laid in a row. You can slap the deck.
then you get it.
You get all the cards.
Or
a s-
sandwich.
Yes, where it's one specific card, any other card, and then that card again, and then you can slap that.
It's a wild game.
It is by
And
far my favorite
I
card
love
game.
playing it. It's so fun. And we always play it drunk versionally. So it's like
Yeah.
if you run out of cards, you have to do a shot.
No, we did shotgun,
Oh, shotgun. Yeah, we got fucked
and
up.
that's when I blacked out
Yeah,
at
we
like
got
2
fucked.
p.m.
But what's wild is you can run out of cards, but you can still play by slapping.
Yeah, if you
But
slap in,
if you're shotgunning, you got to make sure it's a good slap.
otherwise, once you run out, you got a shotgun.
You gotta
again.
shotgun
Yeah,
again.
I don't recommend it.
No, but it's so fun, dude.
No, do you remember? I mean, I actually remember a lot of that day. It's just there's a hard line.
We were supposed to go kayaking that day. We were out camping.
Yes.
And it was like raining or something, so we just started playing Egyptian Rat Screw at like 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then by 2 o'clock, you had thrown up and blacked out.
Yeah. Well, also, after doing this, I challenged somebody to, I believe,
A chug off.
Yep.
Of
Where
straight whiskey.
not straight Jim Beam honey.
Yeah,
not
but
straight
from the
whiskey.
bottle.
Yep.
But
And
straight-
then I also challenged that person to a push-up contest
Right
directly after.
And who won? Not you.
I don't know. I don't know who won the push-up contest.
But you just go, "Eh."
Yeah. No, and then I blacked out. I got the nice what's it called? Snuggie.
Oh, yeah,
So
you
it was
did.
a Snuggie, whoever went to the person who was the most fucked up.
and you were just chilling in the chair.
Yep. And
I
then
was-
you would run over from time to time and tell me how good you were doing in a kickball game. And I was just not under,
Yeah, we were playing kickball.
I was not even understanding that a kickball game was happening. And I
You
was
were
on this,
gone
I
for
was in the bleachers for it, just watching it, but I
You were just,
wasn't there. Yep, just hunched over.
But speaking of getting sick drinking alcohol,
Yeah.
you got sick yesterday drinking.
Yeah, yesterday. For those of you who don't know, we hold a monthly special episode called the Moist Movie of the Month.
Yes.
In which we, at the top of the month, we choose a movie we're going to watch, and at the end of the month, we review it. And we ask all of you to email us at moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
Damn, you got it right.
I know, right? And then, so we recorded one yesterday for last month's, which was...
Saltburn.
Yes. And we try to think of drinks that are on theme for it. So like the beer we were drinking during was called White Rascal because it's a movie about a bunch of white rascals.
Yeah, it is.
And then we end it with, we have a moist meter, which is a pint glass with a line in the middle, and we rather deem the film half empty or half full. And I tried to think of a fun drink. Usually it's just the beer we're drinking, but this time I thought of a really fun drink called Come in the Tub.
Come in the Tub because it relates to Saltburn.
Yep. And if you want to know why, watch Saltburn. But what we did was a glass of water with basically a bomb of water and rum chata, and then we chugged it.
And then we chugged it, dude. I almost threw up too.
And like the thing is, the more we like a film, the longer the chug is. Yeah. And we really enjoyed Saltburn.
So it was a bad.
So we drank just a glass full of water that just completely tasted like watered down rum chata.
It was skim milk rum chata.
Yeah, it was like a framboise. Or wait, no, what's that called? What's Franzia? No, wait, shit. What is the shitty fruit drink? It's sparkling water in a can.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't drink sparkling water.
God damn it. I'm pissed. I can't remember.
Franzia is the wine.
Yeah, Franzia is box wine, and framboise is a type of alcohol.
Liqueur or whatever.
Yeah. Liqueur.
Yeah.
It was like that, but milk. It was like a milk liqueur.
It was disgusting.
That was lightly cinnamoned, and I just immediately threw up. So if you want to see that,
I mean, by the time you hear this, that will already be out.
Yeah.
We're filming these back to back.
Yes, we are. And so it's a little weird drinking right now.
Yeah, before we recorded, I did a Cinnamon Toast Crunch shot.
Right, yeah.
Which is rum chata and Fireball. And I was like, does anybody else want one? And Jacob was like, absolutely not. Nope. I'm not drinking rum chata.
No, I did just a shot of Fireball, which I'm not even a fan of, but like the cinnamon burn of throw up was horrible.
Well, this is a podcast where we like to drink.
Yep.
And it's called Moist Monday. Hopefully, you're having a great Monday. Or whatever day you're listening to this on.
Oh, also, fun fact, this episode comes out on my birthday.
Oh, so everybody wish Jacob a happy birthday.
But our next episode will be my birthday episode.
Because we're filming it on his birthday.
Yes.
So wait, how about you wait?
Yeah, don't even think about it. But you put it in your calendars when the next episode comes out.
So then it'll be a week later.
Yeah, well,
you're going to be 29.
My birthday.
How's that feel?
I don't like matching you. Because for a couple months, we're the same age. I'm
going to be 30.
I know. And you have a fucking podcast called Moist Monday. You fucking
in a part-time job where I make pizza. I'm literally like a teenager. But let's get into it with some Yukin Sacks.
And now it's time for a segment.
Oh my God, immediately they just listen to bullshit music. Now they got to listen to more bullshit music.
Welcome to the Moist Monday Art-Ifacts.
Before we get into it though, for people that are just listening, you're like, oh, it's music. I make custom graphics for every segment that has visuals. So maybe check us out on YouTube to see the visuals because I spend too much time making visual things for an audio podcast.
Yeah, and I make too much time coming up with ideas for your visual.
And I'm going to have to make
4 segments.
And I'm going to have to make a new segment in today's episode because I haven't made it. It's a recurring segment that doesn't have a segment head.
Oh,
we'll get into it.
Stay tuned for that.
But this is Moist Monday Art-Ifacts.
Now, this segment is brought to you by my mother, who didn't like keeping my shit from my childhood in her house, so she gave me a big box of it, and now we're reviewing it every week.
Yeah, this is week 3.
Yeah, and this is also, check out our podcast on YouTube to see the art. Also, our Instagram, I believe you post it.
Yeah, Twitter and Threads too.
Sure. Right, yeah, if you're on those as well. Moist Monday Podcast. But here we have a lovely gift that my mother gave back to me.
Gave back?
And, it has an inscription. I'll read it. A piece of me I give to you. I pounded. A piece of me I give to you. I painted this flower to say I love you. The heart is you, the hand is me. To show we are friends, the best there can be. I hope you will save it and look back someday At the flower we shared on your special day. Happy Mother's Day. Jacob, May 14th, 2000.
So this is a Mother's Day's gift?
This is a Mother's Day gift from when I was 5 fucking years old that she handed back to me in a box with some of my childhood bullshit.
I don't want this fucking garbage.
Like literally, I hope you will save it and look back someday. At this flower we shared on your special day. So the artwork is my handprint. My little baby fat-fingered handprint.
Yeah, a 5-year-old hand.
Yeah, I went to preschool for this shit. She shipped me off to make this, and then she threw it away.
But it's also a flower.
Yeah.
On top of the handprint. And then what I really like is it says Jacob, May 14th, 2000, with a little foot. Is that what you look like at 5?
That sure is. I was a handsome fella.
That seems younger than 5.
I don't know what a 5-year-old is.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, because like my niece is 4, and she does seem older than that.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe you're just...
May of 2000, I would be 4 at that point because it wouldn't be my birthday
But
yet.
you were close to 5.
Yeah. Like my niece looks older than that, I feel like.
This is pre-Towers, dude.
Oh, shit.
Back when the world was awesome.
Same, yeah. Back before podcasts.
Yeah, it was, dude. You were making this for your mom, and you're like, "Oh, mom, you're gonna keep this forever."
And the Twin Towers will never go down.
you say that to her.
I know.
Yeah,
like,
those are your exact
I was
words.
like, you can quote me.
And then 24 years later, the towers are gone.
Didn't take that long.
Yeah, and then also this gift is returned.
Yeah. So my heart broke twice.
Does your hand still fit in that?
I mean, it fits, like, it's a part of it. That is weird.
Damn, your hand's massive now.
I have tiny hands in general, though.
Yeah, but you were a little baby hand.
Yeah, and I fucked up the thumb.
So
like
did you
an
make
idiot.
this in school or like?
I think pre-K.
Okay. Dude, that's insane because all the other things were like art class projects.
Yeah.
And I give it to your mom's like, okay, I'm tired of this.
Right, yeah.
But that's a Mother's Day
Yep.
gift. You should at least like, if you don't want it, throw it away.
I'm giving her this back on Mother's Day next year.
Dude. Well, you're a little late.
Or I'll make her a new one. No, like the next Mother's Day, this is what she's getting.
You should make her an updated version.
Sure, yeah.
Like give her this one back, but then it's the exact same
And
for
it's
2024.
and it's like a new photo of me.
2025.
Yeah. Oh, God. Speaking of which, so my birthday is the day this comes out.
Yep. Next Monday.
Dude, my credit card, my debit card, my license, everything expires on my birthday this year.
Yeah, doesn't it suck being an adult?
Kind of, yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
I'm so excited for my debit card and credit card to expire. So then, like, everything will time out.
Everything resets.
It's so nice.
I just had that happen a few months ago,
Yeah.
and it was so nice.
when you get those emails and you're like, no, I will not.
I'm not renewing.
Yeah.
Well, that was... I think I might have mentioned it on the podcast.
Yeah.
But I did like OnlyFans for a little bit.
Right, yeah.
You know, I checked it out because I knew my card was going to expire in a few months.
That's fair.
So then I was like, I'll occasionally get emails where it's like, oh, do you want to? And it's like,
Nope.
Try charging me, bitch. That card's expired.
Those
but it's
titties are seen.
because like,
How much money were you paying on OnlyFans a month?
well, it was mostly free accounts.
Yeah.
But I did subscribe.
I've paid for a couple.
I think
back in the day.
probably 15,
I think that was maybe my maximum.
15, 20, maybe
Ooh,
like a month,
30,
40.
55.
I mean, sometimes when you're horny and you just hit pay.
Yeah. That is.
It is wild that like I subscribed to some people, like I found them and they were free,
Yeah.
and then they'd be like, "Oh, to see this, you got to pay."
Well, that's smart business plan.
But then I'm like,
Dude, that's why they fucking hand out free samples at the mall. Like,
yeah, but you don't get free samples.
you
I
get
guess
some.
I guess
yeah,
you get a
it's
little
called bikini. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm at the point where bikinis are. If I was 17, a bikini would be fine.
But also, you could just open up a new tab
I know,
and
that's
type in anything.
Yeah, that's what's so weird looking back is like when you're horny, I would just hit pay, and I'm like,
Wait, no,
it's free.
Yeah.
I could get it for free elsewhere.
It is hard to not see it sometimes.
Yeah. Because like you have like fucking goggles on and you're like hot, pay.
Yeah, and
like,
then-
and then like
2 minutes after.
30 minutes, you're like, God damn it.
30 minutes. All right, you got your money's worth at least.
Sometimes the ones that I did buy, I would reuse.
Sure. I mean, yes,
yeah, because
that's
it's like
just smart.
I earned it, you know.
That's just smart business practice.
But it wouldn't be Moist Monday without talking about the towers and porn.
Wouldn't be my birthday either. Do you know what I did think about though? Is like since I am in a serious relationship.
Are you?
Yeah. No, like that.
He's engaged, ladies and gentlemen.
But like just the idea of being in a real relationship or a serious relationship. Like
That must be my drink out. A real relation.
she would be upset at the idea of me doing OnlyFans now or like paying for OnlyFans now.
Oh yeah.
But also like she knows I look at porn and she has no issue with that.
I think it's the paying.
But isn't that interesting? Because also like using OnlyFans is supporting it's supporting like sex workers.
It's supporting small business.
Yeah, like it's a startup company.
Well, literally,
it starts you up.
There's a girl that I've been obsessed with on Instagram for a while that I just found out has an OnlyFans. I haven't pulled the pin yet, but I am curious.
Have you seen how much it costs?
No, I haven't even gone that far. But I'm like,
what's the limit?
What do you mean? Like
price? $2 a month? Would you do it?
Yeah.
All right.
If it was less than 10, I would at least check it out for a month.
But also there you might want to wait a few months, let it build up.
Oh yeah.
More outcome.
I don't know how long she's had it.
True, yeah. Well, you can go on and see just how many photos, how many videos.
Oh, that's true. You can see the numbers.
Yeah.
We're all about supporting small businesses here.
Yeah, I think so. Support women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Dude, if I was a hot girl, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. No. If I was a girl, I would be a fucking fiend.
Well, dude, why
I'd
wouldn't...
be taking as much of men's money as I fucking could.
Because, men get fucking horny. I just mentioned, they'll fucking
throw money, and then you don't have to do shit.
No, you're at home masturbating, which you already do.
Yeah, or just like, here's a titty. Like, these things just exist on me, and people will pay just to see them.
Yeah. Oh, here's just me slowly taking my shirt off. Pay me for it.
Like, but also, like, this is my ass. I was about to shower, so my ass is out anyways. Let me just snap a photo. People will give me money. That's insane.
Yeah, so then you don't have to work.
Fucking feet.
Yeah, feet, dude.
I don't get it, or I kind of get it. I don't know.
I'm not into feet.
I'm not into it.
I've seen pretty. I can be like, oh, that's pretty feet.
Sure,
but I still don't want like people are into like feet jobs.
Yeah, I don't need that. I once hung out with a girl who she said her last boyfriend was super into him, so she just did it out of habit.
That's a weird thing. That's a weird thing to do out of habit.
Yeah, like
because how does she position on her back?
Fucking dog's coming at you. Yeah,
does she lay on her back and like?
Yeah,
so,
it's literally.
So
it's
you
like,
both are on your back.
It's like no, it's not quite on your back. It's like crisscross, but like they just like meet in the middle. I think that's a yoga pose.
So what do you do for your feet?
You're just there. Or my feet, I don't know. They're probably in the way.
Yeah, and you're just like, I guess.
Here come the grippers.
It's better than fucking starting a fire with it.
Anyways, my childhood art, I like it. I think it was well done.
I mean, I think it's a beautiful Mother's Day piece.
Yeah,
because it's like
you think she would cherish forever.
A little poem. Well,
yeah,
you probably gave her so much bullshit.
I mean,
at 5, you didn't write that poem.
I maybe did. You don't know.
I did like that. A piece of me I give to you. I painted this flower to say I love you. No. You rhymed you and you.
No, that's fair.
So
yeah, that's fair.
You didn't even try.
No.
But I don't know what else you would do.
Then it rhymes me and B, and then someday and special day. Oh shit, that sucks. Maybe I did write that.
Okay, yeah.
I get why my mom threw this away.
Yeah, but there's also a little photo of you on it, so it's cute.
Look at that little dude.
Why don't mothers just have all their Mother's Day art on the wall?
Yeah.
Remember when you were growing up, like all your art would go in the fridge, and then at some point they go, nope, nothing, not fridge worthy anymore.
So the thing is, we never did fridge, but there is in our upstairs hallway of my parents' house where none of the kids live anymore. There are like 4 or 5 framed artwork.
Oh, so what they
and
decided?
At least 2 of them are mine, and one is not good.
So they just picked some,
and
framed them and put. And
one of them,
they're still up.
Yeah, and one of them is a fucking clown my sister painted, and it's been. I literally did have nightmares of it as a child because she did it. I think before I was born.
Well, I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
that's been there.
And it's
that's probably been
dark.
There. They were just like, well, we put it there. It'd be kind of hard to replace the frame.
They brought it probably from Europe. That thing has traveled through countries.
What the heck? You take it off the wall and you can see the paint outline. Sure. It's been on the wall for so long. They
didn't even paint underneath it when they changed it.
Yeah, that's what's weird. I can't imagine, like when you have kids, like you care about all the shit they make to an extent, and then you just don't.
Well, it's cool that they're making it. That's what you want to support. And when they stop making it, then it didn't matter that they made it.
Yeah, but like especially if you just have one kid, you're like, oh, you're doing art? Fuck yeah, I'm going to hang this up. And then eventually you go, this sucks.
Yes, this is not good.
Actually, you're a piece of shit.
You
should start a podcast and review all your childhood art.
It'll be a long series. I drew a lot as a child.
Well, what's cool is this is going to be a series that's not just exclusively to you. Is I can probably find some art that I made when I was younger.
That'd be sick.
And bring it in.
Do you think your parents kept that though?
Dude, my parents are hoarders.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, dude. There's many.
Just totes.
There's a room in my parents' basement because they moved to a new house, a new bigger house after everybody has moved out.
Yeah.
But there's a room in my parents' basement that literally is a bedroom, and you open it and it's just storage.
Oof. And it's just your childhood.
And it's just like literally boxes and shelves. And it's like, this is a legit bedroom.
Yeah.
And then there's a storage room across the way that is just for storage.
Wow.
Like they have so much
Also,
shit.
they have like a 5-bedroom house and no one else is there.
Yeah, exactly. Not even it's just two people that don't like each other living in it.
Oof, that's wild.
Yeah, it is weird. I think they just celebrated their 25-year anniversary.
Do they do anything for it?
And by celebrating,
I mean, they acknowledged. Yeah. They
Well,
said the number.
my mom was really pissed. My stepdad scheduled a gig on the anniversary.
Oof. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. So she just went to Nashville instead.
Yeah,
Hang out with my brother.
that's not bad.
But I do have a story that I do want to talk about. So this happened when I was in Montana.
Ooh.
I forgot to talk
Back
about
when you were
this.
Montana Rob?
Yeah, I forgot to talk about this when I talked about my Montana trip. So on our way to Montana, we got a hotel room, and there was 5 of us traveling in 2 cars. We got a hotel room the 2 nights because it was like a 20-hour drive,
Okay.
And we got to Montana, so we had to stay in a hotel. We got to Montana late, so we had to stay in a hotel and then get the keys the next morning.
Sure.
So we're in Montana. We're staying at this hotel. There's 5 of us. We're all going to bed. I think my sister was like, "Hey, do you want a melatonin?"
Oh, sure.
And I was like, "Oh, absolutely." It's been a long 20 hours of driving.
Yeah.
Then let me get some good sleep.
I miss melatonins. We ran out recently.
So she had like gummies, and I'm used to just taking like a pill.
Yeah.
And so she gave me 2 gummies that I think they're both like 2.5, so it was just 5 milligrams.
yeah, I would take 10 a night easy.
Yeah. So like I usually just do 5 when I do take it,
Sure.
but I haven't taken it in a while. So I took it, went to bed quick because I was tired. Driving's exhausting.
Yeah. And also, I think melatonin are a placebo. Because when we run out of them, I think about that I
But they
didn't take
do.
them.
They do give me weird dreams.
Okay.
So that's where this is headed. So,
All right. So you're in a room surrounded by your family.
yes. So I'm on the very edge of the room, and then
Are you on the floor?
No, I'm sharing a bed with my mom at this point.
Oh. Was her husband there?
No, he
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
He flew in later.
Right. Yeah. Oh, because he had a gig. Gotcha.
Well, he didn't want to help move.
Yeah. That's,
So this is the order of operations in the hotel room because there was a pull-out couch. We also had to get it so cats could be there because we were traveling
Sure,
with cats.
yeah.
So it was me, my mom, my sister, my other sister, and then my sister's partner.
how many beds?
So there were 2 beds and then a pull-out couch.
Okay.
So
So your sister got her own bed?
yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
Like
The smallest one?
well, what's wild is like so my sister and her partner they took the pull-out.
Oh.
And then my mom and sister took the bed and then they were like, "Well, pick." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah. You shouldn't have.
I should get my own bed.
You should get the pull-out couch.
Well, I said I had to sleep on the couch the night before, so I said I'm not sleeping on the couch
Oh.
because I was like my back's fucked up.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying that scenario it should be sister and partner, sister and mom, you and a pull-out couch.
No, that's what it was the first night,
Oh.
and I said I'm not sleeping on the couch again.
Oh.
because then I had to sleep on the couch or in my sister's bed the rest of the time.
Sure.
Like I didn't get my own bed at all. So this is
Yeah.
my only time to sleep in a bed.
It's with your mom.
Yeah, but like luckily I'm just like a straight sleeper. Like I sleep on my back.
Yeah,
like
I sleep so gay.
I sleep.
My ass is out.
My hands are just like just flopping.
Dude, but like also I fucking not that this is gay. But
it could be.
I fucking yeah. If there's a man in the bed, it still would be this way. I love being Little Spoon.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
Little Spoon is the best.
Because also, I sleep with pants around my knees.
Yeah, which is fucked up.
I like being contained, but
free.
but breezy.
I like being like I like just wearing underwear.
Sure.
So my legs are free.
No, but like imagine your thighs being free.
No, but when I sleep,
but your knees and calves not.
when I sleep alone, my legs are. I'm starfishing, dude.
Sure. I like sleep. All right, so
you do your knees out?
and then they catch.
Jesus.
So I got a floater. It's kind of nice. Or
So
you can bounce
you're
it.
pitching a tent?
Sometimes, yeah.
But it's not a boner?
No, it's a canopy.
Oh,
It is like, yeah. Or what? Yeah. Is that what you like? If you fall off a roof in a movie and you fall through it?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of those. That's what I am.
But being
pitching.
a Little Spoon, I love being held.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so great.
It's the best.
Yeah. But I throw my ass out into it. It's great.
Oh, dude, I'm like, hold me, squeeze me, rub my nipples, finger my butthole. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, but I was sleeping. So this is night 2 of us traveling together. We're
Sure.
in Montana. I was deep in my sleep, and I'm dreaming at this point. So
Okay.
this is told to me the next morning.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. So apparently, I started mumbling,
That's
and the person that woke up was my sister's partner, the person on the opposite side of the room.
the person you didn't grow up with.
Yeah. So I was just mumbling and
That's a dangerous game too. 'Cause
Yeah.
Who fucking knows what you're dreaming about.
They said they couldn't quite understand what I was saying, but I was like just mumbling a ton.
Okay.
And then this next part, I actually said a sentence and woke everybody up.
Okay. Hit me with it.
My sister's partner was already awake, and then I said loudly, "Why would you do that?" But apparently it was like I like yelled it, but also it was like I was crying. Like it was like "Why would you do that?" And it woke everybody up.
It's in the middle of the night.
And I don't remember exactly what the dream is, but I do remember what caused me to say that.
What was it?
So I don't even know the context of this, but it's so wild. So I was in like a group of like 3 people.
Okay.
And I was like kind of talking. I don't know if we were sitting down or something, but then all of a sudden the person across from me fucking like does like a gymnastics thing where they held their body up with 2 hands and then kicked me in the face with 2 legs. Like 2 feet kicked me in the face. And then I go, "Why would you do that?"
You woke everybody.
And I woke everybody up, but I was like crying. Because dude, you got kicked in the face.
Sure. But that is probably the best case scenario of you yelling something out in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it could have been like
anything.
Yeah.
Like,
so I don't know what the buildup was because I was already talking.
Sure, yeah.
But everybody... And I didn't usually I wake myself up by sleep talking.
Sure.
But I didn't wake myself up. So then like the next morning people were like, "Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Oh man, I'm kind of embarrassed."
That sucks.
But I could tell them. I was like, I remember what was going on.
Yeah. I got kicked
in the face. How would you react?
Because Izzy sleep talks probably every night.
Every night?
So it's right when she falls asleep. So I always am awake probably like an hour after her. She probably falls asleep around 11.
Oh, it's like midnight. It's that weird like shift.
Yeah, but she is.
I always get like twitchy when I'm going through that shift.
Yeah, and she's always like asleep, and usually she falls asleep facing me because like I'm on my phone or whatever.
Yeah, jacking
and
off.
Like, and she starts like mumbling, and then I can ask her like, "What was that?" And then she'll tell me, and she'll start talking.
But she's still asleep.
Yeah, and then usually I'm just like, "Shut up." And then she'll go, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, "You shut the fuck up." And she'll go, blah, 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 blah. Like she does bits in her sleep. Because like, you know how she does her like deep grumbly voice?
Yeah, like her gremlin voice.
She does that every single night.
While she's sleeping?
Yeah, and then once I start telling her to shut up, she starts like mocking. And it's awesome. It's
So
like,
you're probably fucking up her dreams.
Probably, yeah.
She's like in the middle of doing something and you just keeps hearing, "Shut up. Shut up."
Like, wah, wah, wah. No, like she always like does like a deeper voice and then like her full like scratchy gremlin-y voice. And then usually she rolls over and laughs and that's it.
She laughs?
Because she thinks what she does is funny. Because usually I'll like threaten her or something with that. I'm just like,
she laughs in her sleep?
Well, yeah, because I'll kick your fucking ass over there. And then
why you do that?
And then she rolls over. No, because like if I just egg her on, she'll talk more, and it's really fun.
That's kind of fun, but also like weird because you're talking to someone that's out.
Yeah,
and they're responding.
Well, and then like if she really wakes up and I'm like, you just woke up, and she'll argue with me. I'm like, all right, what did we just talk about? And then she'll just.
She'll be like, I have no fucking clue.
She has the dumbest blank stare when she just wakes up. It's just like middle distance, like. Yeah, it's because she's not fully there.
Yeah, because like your body's awake, but your mind's not.
That's a lot of time I'm just like, shut up, go to bed.
Just roll back over.
But I know I slept talked the other night because we usually sleep naked or me with pants around my ankles, which I enjoy.
What's the occasion when you don't have that? Sex?
No, I often will not wear that.
Oh, okay.
It's just if I get in bed fully clothed, then I'll drop them down to my knees.
Take them off.
If I was
laying in bed with you, I would force them off you, which that might be weird too.
That'd be pretty aggressive. But no,
yeah. Now that I think about it, that might be a little weird.
It's really bad.
Take your clothes off.
But also, if my dick's already out, I don't know if you exposing my knees is an issue.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
we'll see.
One of these days. But
we'll see at the bachelor party.
She got up to like use the bathroom or whatever. Like she had to go downstairs. And I was like, put some clothes on. And she's like, what? I'm like, you have to put, like, I didn't want her going downstairs naked. Like,
even though no one's here?
I think it was like maybe I assumed people were downstairs.
Oh, yeah, because you have that weird panic. You have that at your old apartment that people are over. You know, that was your high panic.
No, that was when, because it was a long time ago when I wasn't really used to weed either. But like a girl sold caramels at my job, which did drug test, but still, whatever. and they were edible caramels or whatever.
That's kind of cool. Your coworker sold them.
Yeah. No, she made them.
Supporting local business.
No, she was like a 50-something-year-old woman.
Holy
She
shit.
drove a forklift. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And she just goes, hey, you want some caramels?
Jesus, yeah.
Hell yeah, I do.
But I would do that. I would end up. I was deep in a BattleBots phase, which is the robot fighting online.
How did you watch? What was that on YouTube?
Yeah, I would just YouTube best of clips. It's fucking great.
I would like to watch the full show.
I would love
wonder
to
if
go
that's
to
on something.
I would love to go to like the championship one year. That'd be so.
Are they
fun.
still doing it?
Yeah. No,
That's a good high show.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, if I was bored, home alone, and high, I would also jerk off.
Of course, dude.
And then once I started, I was convinced that I invited Robert over like 20 minutes ago, and he was just on the other side of the room, and I just started doing this, and he was just like,
He's jerking off to BattleBots,
Yeah.
and I'm just sitting, just
like,
what the fuck? What the hell?
I can't leave. But it's like I would do it, and then I would just be like, fuck, I invited you over, and you would just be there. I would be so nervous.
Hey, you're afraid to look too.
Yeah,
You're like,
'cause
I don't want to make eye contact.
It makes it real.
Dude, ever since you told me that story, which you told me about years ago,
when it happened.
well, yeah, but like sometimes I'll be high and like jerking off when I'm alone, and then I'll get that anxiety in my mind that someone's over. No one ever comes over to my apartment, and I only have one couch, and I'm on the couch.
Yeah, and you can see the room.
Yeah, I can see the room, but sometimes I'm like, is Jacob here? Like, I'm like,
is this the night I invited him over? Like, yeah.
'cause sometimes I'm like, should I be watching this?
Yeah,
right now?
like did I? Because also,
Like I'm like, did he get up and go to the bathroom and I just start watching porn?
because like when you're home alone, it's just like, yeah, man, might as well. Like,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
just like, meh.
and then I'm like, is someone here?
Yeah,
like,
because
it's
also
like weird as fuck.
sometimes I'll get the feeling like if you're here and like we're just hanging out, it's like, yeah, I can play on my phone. Like it's just a whatever.
Because sometimes you just have to open an app and then you're porn.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, it's happening.
And then you're like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess it might as well. And then you're like,
Jacob.
sometimes I do like look around. I'm like, did he sit on the bed?
Well, because I would think you're in the chair in the corner. I was like,
Which makes more sense.
but also it was behind
It's
me.
behind you. Yeah, it's
Or
terrible.
you would just get a little full view of cock. No, that was a common fear.
If that ever, like, I think I would just sit in silence and just not.
Because
I would just look away.
Because what do you even like say? Like, hey, like, because also
I don't want to interrupt.
No, it's very like.
But then you just climax, and then I go, hello.
I was a part of that.
I think like I would look.
Because you were like, is he doing
I'm
it?
curious.
Yeah, like, oh,
and
he
then
is doing it.
and then I'd be like, oh, he's actually doing it.
It's happening.
And you're going, you're like fucking pounding. Just do it in the hardest you ever can. Just start wheezing. Like that one time I was wheezing.
Like,
I told that on the pocket.
well, you had an actual audible breath.
I almost had a heart attack because I was so high jerking up.
Yeah, because like that'd be one thing to walk in on your friend jerking off, but also if they were doing it in a fucking wild way,
Like you have your legs up too, like just like you're trying so hard to get yourself
or
off.
just one of those on your knees.
Oh, yeah, you got your foot on the coffee table. And you're on the ground. Just what the?
It's the only way it works.
But speaking of sleep, I have a few more things to talk about sleep wise. So I've talked about this before, but I think I sleep talk a lot actually.
Sure.
And I don't know why, but it was a few nights ago. I was having I have this like reoccurring dream where I get like really aggressive and fight a family member. And you know who that family member is?
You've told me about him. He doesn't
Yes.
like to move.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was another one of those dreams where it was like confrontational and fighting. And like I woke myself up by like screaming at him. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was like,
Why would you do that?
yeah. But like I woke myself up and what's wild is I live in an apartment. So it's like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm sure my neighbors are like, what the it's just dead quiet. And then, like, why would you it's, dude, when you sleep talk to wake yourself up, that's loud.
It's crazy.
That's loud.
Because I feel like it's loud enough that like you have to feel your like vocal cords move. Like that's what wakes you up is like things are
And then I'm
vibrating.
like confused. And then I'm like, oh, that wasn't real. But then I'm like, where the
You're
fuck am I?
in fight or flight. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in the middle of a fight in my dream.
God, that's also it's so sad because I know how cathartic those dreams are.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then also, on top of that, so luckily this has stopped.
Okay.
But it was like a week and a half, dude. This was happening every night when I got back from Montana.
Oh, okay.
Every night. So it wasn't sleep talking.
Okay.
I think this is worse.
Are you walking?
No, I
Because I recommend pants around the knees to stop that.
maybe that's why you do that. So you just trip and fall and break your nose.
That's fucking a part of it. I used to set traps for myself when I would sleepwalk.
Yeah, that's wild.
No, I remember it was like one of those balls where it came with like a wristband. You could throw it and it had a like, what's that called? Like a
rubber band type thing or a
kind
stretchy
of, yeah,
string. Yeah,
one
yeah.
of those. Yeah, like do you know
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Those used to be popular. I don't know
Those
if
are
they're still a
fun.
thing, but I would literally tie it to like my doorknob and to like my bed, so it would be a string, and also if I opened my
tripwire.
door, it would fucking yank.
What the fuck?
No, there was times where I would sleepwalk every night and I would be like doing shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So I didn't sleepwalk,
Okay.
but this happened like every night for like a week and a half when I got back from Montana, and I don't know why, but every night I'd be deep sleep, and then I'd wake up in a panic and confused on where I am.
That's so scary.
Like I wake up and look at my apartment and go, "Where am I?" Like I didn't recognize my apartment.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Like it didn't feel like I was at home. Like I woke up and like when you wake up sometimes when you go out and drink it and like you crash on someone's couch.
Yeah,
And you're just like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, you have to like rethink.
That's
everything.
how, dude, for like a week and a half every night.
Jesus.
In my own bed.
That's terrifying.
And I was just like, "Ah, where am I?" It's freaky, dude. God. And then like because like you wake up but you're still asleep kind of, and then it's just like you start like taking in, you're like, okay, I'm actually home. But it's just like, dude, every night.
God, yeah,
I'm glad it stopped.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, it was so freaky. And then on top of that, sleep talking.
This isn't that. But this was I just thought of this one, and I feel so bad for this thing. It's back when I was like single and like seeing a bunch of girls, and I had a girl over one night, and she said, "I talk to my sleep."
Oh yeah, yeah.
And when I asked, is like, "Who are you?" And then she like answered, and I'm like, "Why are you in my bed?" And then she was like, "Oh no, like this guy is gonna be confused and and then I just fell back asleep. But she said she was awake for like hours.
Because I would be freaked out. I'd be like, I don't belong here.
Yeah, or like he's gonna wake up and not know who, like because I don't remember who this was, so I don't know if it was like maybe a one night or like someone I kind of like really
Especially
knew.
a one night stand because you're like I don't know you.
Yeah, like you don't like, and if you wake up confused, that's gonna be fucking scary.
It is terrifying.
I felt so bad because she said it was just like fear, and like she's not mad at me about it, but like she was so scared. And it was just like, oh no.
But if you're sleep talking, you could just be talking about someone in your dream.
Right, yeah. Well, I think it was like like where I was like I felt somebody in my bed.
And you're like,
yeah.
who are you?
Yeah. Why are you here?
Well, didn't you normally sleep on your couch?
No, that's when I was alone, home alone, because I had issues at that time. So a couch was better when I fell asleep by myself, just so I had something against my back.
Yeah.
I liked limited space.
Yeah, that's what I was. But like when you had a girl over, then you would sleep in your bed.
Yeah, because I enjoyed the shared space there. But yeah, one night I was confused
your bedroom was weird in that apartment though.
Well, there's like no, because I'd never put a TV in it. So if I was, and I like falling asleep to the TV.
But also it was just like it was like a weird 3/4 wall.
Because they wanted to try not call it a studio apartment. They wanted to call it a one bedroom.
It was basically a studio apartment, but it was a one bedroom.
And there was no door in the bedroom either.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
See, that would freak me out too.
That was fine. The good thing about that was there was only the one window on the end, so it was so dark on that end.
Oh, that's true.
That apartment was sweet.
But also, you never locked your front door.
Yeah. But the building was locked.
And you lived on the third floor, right? Third or fourth.
Well, I've told you the story before how I found out a lot of people didn't lock their apartments.
Yeah, because you walked into the...
Yeah, because I'll tell the story real quick again. It was just, I walked into my elevator and my neighbor was already there. And him and I like knew each other lightly. I really wanted to know him better because he seemed interesting. He was in like, it's like...
That's what's so weird. You live close to somebody, but you don't... How do you break the ice and be like, hey, you want to hang out?
No, like we like chit chatted sometimes, but he was like in his like 50s. He was hot as fuck.
Oh damn! Okay,
Like Chris Pine, kind of like where he's in his like silver fox age. Like it was like that.
Chris Pine is looking good now.
Well, he's looking kind of weird. He's growing his hair out. It's a little weird. I don't know him right now, but like the hot Chris Pine now.
Okay,
kind of like that.
With a little bit gray, yeah,
and
gray
like,
beard.
I saw him move in, and he had like cool like deer heads and shit. And also,
he must be. I'm guessing he's divorced.
I would assume so, or like an adventure, like he just traveled around.
Or just a cool guy.
Yeah, but because also I knew that more than once he had hit on my dates.
What?
There was a few,
and you weren't there.
Yeah, no, it was because it would be because I had to let them into my apartment, so they'd be outside, and he smoked, and he would smoke and drink a cappuccino on like those little tables there.
That's
and
sick as fuck.
He would bring a little cup and saucer
Yeah, so
Like,
he would actually.
so he would like be
so
able
it wasn't
to
just a to-go coffee.
he would be sipping a coffee he made
So he would-
outside smoking a
and
cigarette.
he would enjoy a cigarette, not smoke it
Yes.
fast.
No, like it was like how I feel like the French do it. But yeah, more than
Yeah, he might
once.
have been French, dude.
No, he was American. He was all American, and
Yeah,
like kind of
full-
like cool American.
full hog.
Yeah, probably. I would believe it.
I'd believe it.
But yeah, more than once I'd let a girl into the building, and she was like, "Yeah, he definitely was hitting on me."
I mean, at that point,
Why not?
he's like, he's probably just,
Yeah, there's a cute girl there.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, shoot your shot. He was never mean.
And smoking a cigarette and drinking a cappuccino,
Yeah.
that's cool as
Yeah,
fuck, dude.
no, he was badass. He like had those like kind of like shitty like little boat shoes, but they looked good.
Oh, like the I know what you're talking about.
Toms, is that what they're
Yeah.
called? Yeah,
Or like they're
Or like-
they're kind of slip-ons.
yeah, but like he wasn't like posh
And they're
like,
kind of
bitchy.
fancy.
He was cool. Yeah,
I mean, there's a few people that wear those boat shoes that are kind of cool.
interesting. Yeah,
Because I think they're like they're definitely hipsters because it's like you don't own a boat.
right. Yeah, no, Izzy was I think for my birthday the first year we were dating when I was still at the apartment. She was gonna try and like talk to him and ask him some questions because she knew I was so curious about him, but she just hadn't like seen him in that
I mean,
time.
that's so. I wonder what he's up to now.
I don't know if he's still there. I've only driven through that parking lot a few times.
I mean, that's your parking lot was small as hell though.
yeah. Well, there's that extra loop. It's just guest parking was only 2 spots.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The location was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That
It
was
was a
like-
great bachelor pad. It was way too expensive
Yeah, but
to
you
be
were
like Des Moines. My sister was paying the same for her Chicago apartment, which was like 2-bedroom, I think.
yeah, but you were in the heart of downtown.
Yeah, but
I
also
paid,
during COVID, so it really sucked.
yeah, but you moved in before COVID.
Yeah, no, it was great for a year,
Yeah,
and
for
then I
a
signed
year.
on for another year.
I'm gonna live close to downtown
Mm.
and still kind of in a cool area, but it's cheap.
Yeah,
Like I have a 1-bedroom, and it's like I guess where I live is kind of an area,
Mm-hmm.
but I never really go there.
but it's probably like several hundred less than my apartment.
Oh yeah,
And
probably
my par-
$400.
And like, yeah, and your apartment is probably a little bigger.
Yeah, because I have a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're just like a few blocks away instead of there.
I mean, I like my location. My location is dope.
I like
Right next
your
to the
location.
interstate.
Yeah.
Fucking get to work, get to here, get to everything super fucking fast, dude. But speaking of work, for people that don't know, for new people of the podcast, I work at a barcade, and so does Jacob.
Yeah.
And
I build the arcade machines.
and I play them. No, but what's weird is so Jacob not only is younger than me, but he's also shorter and smaller than me.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
You're trying to figure out where I'm going with this?
Yeah. Jesus.
So not only
I for sure thought you were going to say in less hair.
is he younger than me, shorter than me, smaller than me, and has less hair than me. So he's usually in my shadow.
Okay.
But a few days ago, I was in Jacob's shadow, and it was fun as fuck.
Yeah, you were actually shadowing
I
me.
shadowed Jacob at the job for arcade tech.
Yeah. Building
Did you
games.
did you like my setup? It
Insulting setup.
wasn't an insult. You're younger, smaller. Those are facts. A little bit shorter.
A little bit, yeah. I'm like 2 inches shorter than
Yeah, a
you.
little bit shorter. I'm a big boy. But the guy was legit shadowing him. He taught me like some skee ball shit.
Yeah.
Skee ball is a wild machine.
But it's also just very, like, everything just does what it does, and that's it.
It makes sense because
Yeah.
it's mechanical.
That's-
I mean, it's electrical, but it's mechanical.
Well, because also one of our bosses was like, "Hey, you do like wiring and stuff. Can you look at this fridge?" I'm like, "Absolutely not."
it's way different.
I only know arcade because I don't. Cause I explained to her, I was like, "I don't know wiring. I know arcade machines now, and that's it."
And it's that makes sense because it's like, oh, this wire is this button, so it just goes straight to this.
well, every button or joystick has rather one wire for like the thing and then a ground.
Yeah,
and
and that's it.
And
Yeah.
it's so nice.
So for skee ball, we were looking at like the coin thing,
Yeah.
and it's just like a little trap metal thing that counts like the thing, and that's it.
It's just a switch, a trigger, and a couple of wires.
But it was so cool because I was like, oh man, I'm learning. And then he took me to the warehouse, dude. The warehouse was,
It was adorable.
dude. I'm still blown away by it. I mean,
Yeah.
you go there, that's where you work every
No,
day.
I remember my interview. I like had talked to like now my boss had been like, I'm just also pumped to see this. Like
Dude,
I'm a fan.
I've been going to Uptown since I turned 21
Yeah.
for 8 years.
Because that's what I told them too. Is I had my first legal drink here.
Yeah, dude. Uptown was like the best place ever. I mean, it still is the best place ever, but it's wild working there. But like, I've never been to the warehouse before, and it's just full of arcade machines and then arcade parts.
And like hundreds of arcade machines.
Dude, it is. As a fan of video games, as a fan of retro arcade machines, it was like so surreal.
I can take like a photo of like the overhead of how many.
From like the storage area.
I can do that.
Dude,
yeah.
that'd be sick as fuck.
Obnoxious
Dude,
amount of games.
And then like what's really cool is like obviously you see complete machines, but then there's so many
that are just parts.
half machine and parts. And then there was what was really cool is like seeing all the tube screens.
Sure, yeah.
There's so many just tube screens
big
from
ass monitors.
yeah, which is badass because it's basically like a CRT taken apart.
Yep.
And then seeing skee ball taken apart is what like it was just so fascinating. Like you just had like layers of lanes and then like skee ball just like taken apart and cleaning.
Because that's what I've been working on lately is building skee ball heads.
Like brand new ones.
Yep. So like
It's just so cool, dude.
We're like the other guy who works there, he'll literally like cut the wood for some of them. But also we got all of I don't know how this happened, but we bought all of the skee balls that were at Adventureland.
Oh, they had. I guess they do have an arcade there. Yeah, Adventureland is like a amusement park in the Des Moines area.
Yeah, but like we now have all of their skee balls, and like to the point where like Adventureland's written on the back of it.
Whoa!
It was fucking weird. Like I disassembled it, took off any of their personalized stuff, put on our stuff, and reassembled it to the way we do it now. It was really weird.
So is it like wired differently, or is it still basically the same mechanics?
They may have had 50-point pockets instead of 100-point pockets, and that's a little different.
Oh, in the corners it was 50 instead of 100?
No, so there weren't corners. It just went up.
Oh, that's weird. I like having the corner because like you can go for it.
Yeah, it very rarely works.
Yeah, but I hosted a skee ball tournament at Uptown a month ago.
There's another one tonight that you weren't invited to.
That I was supposed to, but it is fun. Like so, like I remember doing the tournament and like someone was down, and they fucking went for it and got the 100, and like, and I'm like, that's exciting.
Yeah,
that's so fun because like it's the size of the ball. Like you have to get, and if you miss it, hey, you tried.
But then you get like 10 points.
Yeah, if you miss it, it's 10 or 100. But
yeah,
it's fucking. It was just so cool, and then just drawers of parts and drawers of like buttons. I saw like light guns taken apart and like dude. It was so fascinating.
Yeah, no, like I think
because I love video games.
I think I can probably bring you there for work at times.
Yeah, that'd be sick as fuck. That's what's wild. You work there full time. I work there part time.
Yeah,
and I think our boss our boss was like, "Hey, you want to shadow him?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah, because also we get to hang out at work.
Yeah, I know.
But also we did work.
Yeah, and it was cool. We looked for screws and shit. And
yeah, because I can't remember what I fixed in front of you besides skee ball.
Yeah, I think it was just skee ball.
I did get House of the Dead working.
Oh yeah. Did you fix the button?
No, not yet. They're right now soaking, so I can maybe clean them.
It's just so cool seeing old technology.
It's the only reason I'm able to do it is because it's so analog. Yeah. That is why I am terrified of like losing this job because I'm like I can't use this anywhere else.
But it's so important. I think because old school arcade techs, there's not many of them.
Yep.
So I feel like it's a good thing to know how to do.
The really fun thing about it is it's rather all like 50-year-olds or our age.
Yeah.
There is a new group that is us.
Well, it's people that are like, oh, old shit's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, because also I think just because we have access to everything, people find such a niche, and this is a niche where you can make money and like literally like hands on.
Well, and you can appreciate the simplicity of things.
Yes.
What's so wild is like obviously Dave and Buster's is cool and like you can go, but it's so wild thinking that like all those machines are
computers.
It's just a computer.
Yep.
Like it's just a flat screen TV with HDMI and then it's just an emulator.
Yep.
Like it's just like so that's not fun at all.
Because we have a few of those games, like the Alien shooters. Those are all computers.
A little bit modern. But like fixing those, that's like sucks.
Yeah, no. Well, the thing about at least the Alien games is I have taken apart those guns 24 times.
And they still don't work? Or?
No, I've like building them where I am transferring parts, just trying to see what will work with what. So like that's a fun part about those. But like I know we have the Wreck-It Ralph Fix-It Felix.
Oh, Fix-It Felix,
which was not a real arcade game.
Oh,
but
now it's a newer one?
Yeah,
okay.
It's from the movie.
Damn, okay.
So now
I've never seen that movie actually.
It's good. It's fine. But for those machines, it's just a computer with that game loaded onto it. Same with a lot of like the races, like Hydro Thunder. It's all computers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
that's a sit down. Steering wheel, I feel like that would be kind of tough to...
Yes, because there you have to mess with the potentiometers and stuff. And like,
damn, look at that big word.
Yeah, I know.
Word of the day.
No, so that was the word that I noticed when I was brand new at this job and I met another game tech. She kept using like jargony stuff and like explaining stuff.
To seem like you're smart.
Well, I think it was to like kind of show off a little bit, but now that I've learned it, I'm like, oh no, they were just speaking to me. Like she was not showing off.
These are just words we use.
Yeah, no, she was just being correct, and I was just being so like I didn't know.
And you were just like, damn, that's a big word.
Yeah, I was only there for like 3 weeks at that point. Granted, I've only been doing it for 8 months.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah,
and what's wild to me too is like it's so fascinating, but like, and we've talked about this on the podcast a ton, but. It's my first time actually seeing it.
Yeah.
Is like every machine is different.
Yes, it's like, so obnoxious.
Like it does make sense. Like this button is one wire to here.
Yeah.
But they're all like, it's not universal.
Well, there's the universal JAMA harness, which it's a Japanese something like that's what the J stands for. And it is what plugs into a lot of boards, not all of them at all.
Oh, okay.
But there is a JAMA harness. If you're using one, then you at least know what every wire does.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and same with like there's this thing called a kick harness, and it's called the kick harness because in newer games they've added more like attack buttons. So if there's like so like in fighters where they use 6 buttons, they'll use something called a kick harness because that is more than the JAMA allows.
Yeah, because the JAMA is made for like 2 or 3 buttons.
Yeah, so a lot of them are then like those are like the kick buttons because those are what got added later.
Yeah, because it was mostly just punching and shit.
Yep. Same with like if a game has like 4 players, sometimes like the last 2 players will be on a kick harness instead of the normal.
So like X-Men?
X-Men actually uses its
own thing.
It's got like
because X-Men's weird because of the mirror and shit.
So there's the main board which does have a few of the I think it has the player 1 and player 2 attached to it, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 are their own basically kick harnesses.
Damn, and they're all plugged. Damn.
Well, because it's full joysticks and 3 buttons.
And 3 buttons.
Yeah, so that's a lot of wires. Because one time I had them in upside down, and then so every button was doing random fucking
and you're
shit
just like,
on me.
Jesus.
Yeah, I thought I really messed up, but really I just had to flip it.
I feel like fixing fighting games would be a little bit tough because you get the 6 buttons and a joystick.
It's annoying. More buttons is always more annoying because they have to point the same direction. Otherwise, the wires get tangled.
And it's just, I feel like it's fun because you're like, oh, I got to fix this machine. So that means I got to play it.
Yeah.
You know?
Because
it's like, kicks out. Okay.
I texted you about this last time because there was a day where I had fixed everything on Friday night, but I still had a Saturday shift where I had 4 hours. So I just played every game, but I actually like played it. And I actually had to play it like 3 times.
Oh, that's what you did on Saturday?
Yep.
You just went through and like actually got deep into the game to make sure it worked?
Most of them, until I got a horrible headache from just staring at screens all day.
But that's cool. You're getting paid to play arcade games.
Yep. So what I would do
is kind of a dope job.
Because I would have to drop 3 coins in all of them because I had to test player 1 and player 2 button.
Oh, so you're making sure everything worked. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would test every button, but instead of just dying right away, I would actually play it and see how far I got.
Well, what's really cool is now that I'm starting to learn arcade tech.
Yeah.
Today I opened the kitchen at Up Down, so I make pizzas.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, skee ball looks weird. So I sent you a video. Like the screen was down, and I was like, nobody's saying anything. No one's fixing it. So I was like, do you know how to fix this?
Yeah.
And then I fixed it.
Yeah.
It was literally just, I put it back up and pinched it.
Yeah, just the face fell off.
But I wonder how long it was like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I was like just walking up the stairs and I was like,
that's wrong.
That's exposed. Like just wires are exposed. And it's like on the top floor so everyone can see it.
It's the first thing
right
you
by
really
the window.
See.
Yeah, it was weird. But I was like, oh man, I'm freaking learning.
Yeah, could you go? But I will say, I played the game Soul Calibur, the fighting game.
Oh yeah.
I dropped 1 coin. I beat the game. Like I beat a full story mission.
Yeah, because
first time I've
fighting
ever
games
done
are
that.
like they're like tower,
Tiers, yeah.
tower based.
No, and then I tested the player 1 side. I beat the game. I tested player 2 side. I beat the game.
Damn.
I figured out you can really cheat at Soul Calibur games.
It's like there's like a cheat move.
You can. Because you can win by knock off, or like you knock them off the.
Oh, there's like a platform.
Stage. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I found a move where you just run at them and hit them, and they fly back. You do that twice, you win. So I won every game in 4 seconds.
So I wonder if you did that against someone that's actually playing.
They would probably destroy me.
Yeah, they'd probably kick
like
your ass.
counter it and then kill me.
Fighting games are weird. I'm not a big fighting game fan.
Me neither.
But I mean, that's part of the job, dude. Sometimes you got to suffer by playing video games.
Right, like that's all I do. It's so nice.
But speaking of video games and speaking of discussing things, it's time for a segment, and we don't have a segment head for this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make one now because we've done this segment before.
Enjoy it.
And it's time to blind rank some things.
And welcome to our section for blind rankings.
Blind rankings. And this is fun because
play in the comments.
I'm in the hot seat this time.
Yeah.
I've never played this before.
Oh, okay.
I've always been the host.
I think I gave you puppets one time. Or I think I asked you like top 5.
Top 5 puppets,
yeah.
which I'm still drafting for just my top 5 in general.
Sure, yeah.
It's tough.
I think also like if we gave each other a list of things and asked for like top 5 of that could be fun.
Yeah.
And like we literally just compare our notes.
Well, that'd be something like, hey, if you have an idea for top 5, let me know like a few days before.
Sure. Yeah.
Because then it's like,
think about it.
Think about it.
Cool.
Because I've been thinking about puppets for months.
Yeah. It's a good thing to think about, isn't it?
Yeah. Because it's tough.
All right. How about next episode? We start with our top 5 puppets each.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Cool.
That's a
all
good
right.
one.
So let's think about that. I think I've listed mine, but it's probably different because I've completely forgotten about it. Yeah. So stay tuned for that next week for my birthday special. We're starting with top 5 puppets each.
Hell yeah, dude! I can't wait. We're gonna smoke cigarettes.
No,
that's what we did last year.
that was the fancy one.
Yeah, that's when we had cigarette extenders and looked like shit. I mean,
all right, but here we're gonna do a blind ranking of a top 5. So what happens here is I will list a thing, and Robert will give me its place in a list of 1 through 5.
Yeah, and it's blind ranking, so I don't know what's coming next.
Yep. All right, so here our first blind ranking is rank these September 11th.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Number 1 is September 11th, 1297. The Battle of Stirling Bridge took place during the First War of Scottish Independence. Scottish forces led by William Wallace and Andrew Murray defeated the English. So this was Braveheart.
I can't even.
So where would you think that would be? 1 through 5?
So what am I rating it on?
1 through 5.
What am I rating it on?
September 11th, 1
like
through 5.
Best?
Whatever.
Or most impact?
You tell me of the top 5 or what this list of 1 through 5 is. And
Somebody go like biggest impact.
Okay. So this is the Battling Stirling Bridge that took place.
So Braveheart.
Yeah, Braveheart is your first September 11th.
I didn't even know there was multiple September 11ths.
It happens every year.
Well, yeah. It's also my cousin's birthday.
That's
so
not
is that on there?
That'd be so funny.
I'll put that one. You say 1912?
No, 1297.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, this is old English shit.
Let's do 4.
Okay.
Because
That's number 4.
I don't know.
All right.
The category is fucked up.
It's September 11th, 1 through 5. Rank them. All right, for our second option, we have September 11th, 1857.
Okay.
And this was the Mountain Meadows Massacre. All right, so this occurred in Utah Territory. A wagon train of immigrants was attacked by a militia composed of Mormon settlers, which I don't think of them as violent. And Powhatan Native Americans. Oh, so I think the Native Americans attacked the Mormons, or actually probably vice versa, because let's face it, we're pieces of shit.
Yeah, white men.
And like this is me grouping with the Mormons, which I'm not even. Oh
my God.
But this resulted in the death of around 120 men, women, and children. How would you rank that?
I think
Braveheart's number 4.
Yeah, I put Braveheart in a bad spot. I think. What the fuck am I doing?
This is the Mountain Meadows Massacre.
I think
September
for Mountain
11th.
Meadows Massacre, September 11th, probably 3.
All right, so right above.
A little bit of.
Yeah.
This was a little bit above.
Okay.
Because I think more people died.
No.
Oh.
120 people, that is not more than the Battle of Stirling Bridge. I don't know how many people died.
But that one was a war.
Yeah, that one's Braveheart. Yeah, this was just a fight. Yeah. All right.
Oh, my God.
The third September 11th, we've got the year 1609, 9/11.
Fuck.
Henry Hudson discovered the island of Manhattan.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was searching for the Northwest Passage to Asia. So also he was a fucking idiot.
Well, that's how America was discovered.
I know that we thought it was India. That's so wild. Hudson sailed into the river now named after him, the Hudson River.
That's a big deal.
That's a good one.
And that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I'm going 2.
Okay. Number 2.
I want to put it 1 because this one's happy.
Okay. You can do that.
I'm going to do 1. I'm going to do 1 for this one.
So the island of Manhattan, the best thing that's happened on 9/11.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like So now my ranking, I'm switching it off.
Yeah.
I'm going from best to worst.
All right, next up, we have the Beatles record the first single, Love Me Do.
Oh, 2, baby.
Yeah, that's a great one, right?
And I love the Beatles.
Recorded at EMI Studios in London. They marked the beginning of their journey to becoming one of the most influential bands in music history.
Love me do. That's off. I think that's off their.
Say I love you. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So they rhymed you with do instead of you and you, like you did.
And for number 5 on this, and this is your 5th ranking too. Yeah.
2001.
1973.
Oh, you didn't even put that. What the fuck?
A military coup in Chile led by General Augusto Pinochet overthrew President Salvador Allende. I don't know if that's how you say it. Sorry. The event marked the beginning of a 17-year dictatorship in Chile.
I mean, that's number 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I feel like
I think you did decent.
I think that actually is the best order.
I really think you nailed
I thought
this
4
one.
was a bad spot to start with.
Yeah, no,
I was waiting for our 9/11.
Yeah, the 2001, the terrorist attack on the World Trade Center in New York City.
I'm shocked that didn't make the cut.
It's number 6 on this list.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
good. Damn,
But
okay.
I thought, yeah. So that is your ranking of 5 random 9/11.
What if one of them was just September 11th, 2013?
Yeah.
Nothing happened, but where would you put it?
Yeah. What do you think about it?
I mean, that was stressful. So now it's time to put you in the hot seat.
Yeah, what do you got for me?
Blind rank these competitive white men podcasts.
Ooh, okay.
Starting off with We Might Be Drunk.
Okay. I do enjoy that one because it's Mark Norman and Sam
Morrell.
Yeah, Sam Morrell.
Two really funny comedians.
Like comedians where they're not like the most famous, but I really enjoy them.
and
So it does feel like a treat. And like they talk about things I actually care about. They talk a lot about cinema, and they're still like really like road dogs. So
and they get drunk. They're basically us.
yeah,
Dude.
but like successful. I'm gonna put them at number 3.
Number 3. Okay, for We Might Be Drunk.
I do really enjoy that one. Yeah.
Next up, the It's Always Sunny podcast. A podcast that I really enjoyed when it first came out.
Same. I really enjoyed it for a while, but not enough to keep me. Like, while now I listen to a lot less podcasts, that was one of the first ones to get cut off.
It was one of the first that got cut off for me too. Even though I love all of them.
No, I love them all, and like the podcast was good too. Their St. Patrick's Day special was fantastic.
Oh, I think I watched that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they got drunk as fuck.
Yeah. But like still, I feel like there is more that I will love. So I'm thinking number 5 for that.
Okay, number 5 for the.
But I do still enjoy that one. So
for
that
the
one maybe
Always
was a
Sunny
mistake.
podcast. Where would you put for blind ranking these competitive white men podcasts? The Basement Yard.
That's what I was hoping for. I'm gonna say number 2.
Number 2.
I love them.
What's wild is Basement Yard, I know a shit ton from their clips.
Never seen an episode.
Never
but
seen an episode.
I still enjoy their clips so much.
Their clips are fantastic.
Well, because also they are truly us better.
Yes.
Like, it's embarrassing that like we aren't them, but we are a little bit trying to be that because
it's
they
just
are
2 white men that think they're funny.
They're old best friends that love each other, and they're both really funny.
Which is every podcast.
Yeah, but like they're actually funny.
But they're
so
actually
who
really
we want
funny.
to be.
The Pop-Tart clip, the people that don't know the
that's
Basement
what
Yard.
like started it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that clip blew up. Speaking of clips that blew up, this next podcast had a clip that blew up during COVID.
Okay.
And it was like the most viewed clip ever, and their podcast blew up. Where would you rank Two Bears?
So Tom Segura is one of my favorite comedians.
And then it's
Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer.
Yep.
And they're just crazy. You have 1 and 4 left.
I think I'm going to securely put them at 4. While I do enjoy that podcast, it doesn't scratch the itch of what I'm looking for a white boy podcast.
Okay. And so your number 1 podcast, which actually makes sense because it was your most listened to podcast of
God damn it.
2023,
Damn
is
it.
Joe Rogan.
I was really, I thought you were going to put Moist Monday in the list, but no, God damn
It's
it.
Joe Rogan, baby.
Okay.
But it makes sense because that was your most listened to podcast.
I know it was my most listened to.
You like, I did that?
All right, so if I'm being honest, probably We Might Be Drunk might be number 1 on that list.
Okay. Yeah. Like,
It might go, We Might Be Drunk, Joe Rogan, and then,
Joe Rogan.
well, because I enjoy a lot
I mean,
of it.
it depends on the guest.
Yes.
But I do like him.
And I do enjoy a lot of what he says.
Like, I get that that's a red flag to like him.
And I understand why.
Yeah. But it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Especially, okay.
When you view him as a comedian, I'm not taking vaccine advice
I also
from him.
haven't listened to him in probably a year and a half.
It's been a while for me too.
But
yeah.
if I'm going on a road trip and I need 3.5 hours filled,
And it's a guest you love, that's a good way
instead
to
of just
fill
an
it.
hour podcast, you have a 3.5 hour. Like
So you can like truly listen to somebody you enjoy.
like when I was like working construction doing carpentry, it was perfect because that'd be a half a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he was awesome.
Well, because the big thing also is he's best friends with one of my favorite comedians of all time, Duncan Trussell.
Oh,
and he has him on often, and it's like 4-hour episodes.
And they just have fun.
Well, because I love the way Duncan Trussell
don't they get
talks.
stoned?
Yes.
Like, they're just having fun.
No, and they always dress up in costumes. Like they were furries one time.
See, that's funny.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't listen to them for advice. It's
brings
entertainment.
that brings out the side of him that I do enjoy.
Yeah. I don't
which
really.
is not the.
I did used to I've listened to a few where he has like people on about aliens and shit.
Yes.
Like one of my favorite episodes is like a guy that got abducted. Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
Oh shit! What's the movie called? It's the like main movie one.
Oh really? But it was based on a movie.
Yeah, the third. Shit! Close Encounters.
Oh okay.
It's that guy.
Yeah.
Yes, he's had him on the podcast,
and that's badass.
Which also for alien stuff, Joe Rogan is one of the best podcasts there are.
He's an alien guy.
Yeah, and like I'm an alien guy, so I love it.
I mean, it's fun. Podcasts are a waste of time. But they're fun to listen to.
And they're fun to make. So we recommend you guys make them too.
Dude, yeah, if you ever want it, just do it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we do this.
Yeah.
And we're at fucking 144 episodes.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
All right. For my next one is rank these 5 cryptids.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm bringing things I like in this.
Yeah, it's fun, dude.
Yeah. All right, so cryptid is a like kind of urban legend monster. Never mind. No, these aren't all America, but either way, they're like I'm like super into cryptids. I don't know if you know much about them.
Are those like they're like made up monsters like Bigfoot?
I mean,
is that a cryptid?
They're not made up, but yes, they're monsters like Bigfoot.
Like Loch Ness? That'd be a cryptid?
Yeah, you've already listed 2 of these.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to understand what the cryptids are.
All right, because I'm going to start with the most basic. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch or skunk ape.
I mean, Bigfoot is cool.
Because here I do have a list of things. I have descriptions, I have sightings, and I have evidence.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah,
Give me the
right.
deets.
So basic description for Bigfoot. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is described as a large, hairy ape-like creature that stands between 6 and 9 feet tall. It is said to inhabit the forests of North America, particularly in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
You've seen the images, you've seen the videos.
I think Bigfoot is one of like the first cryptids you hear about.
I think he's the main cryptid. I think he's the poster child for cryptid.
Yeah, I think so.
He has been reported all the way back to the 19th century.
Holy shit.
Continues to the present day. Witnesses often describe him seeing large footprints and hearing eerie howls and screams. There's also TV shows just dedicated to hunting him.
Yeah, to hunting him.
And they've found nothing. And that show, I think, is still going, which I think is incredible. And the evidence is, despite numerous sightings and supposed evidence, such as blurry photos and footprint casts, there's been no definitive evidence of Bigfoot. Yeah.
So Bigfoot, you said the perfect sentence. He's the poster child.
Yeah.
So I think that's a perfect 3.
Okay, you're gonna set him just right in the middle.
Just right in the middle. Like he's not the worst, but he's like
he's not my favorite.
He's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
He's not cool, but he's
the safe one. He is there.
Because also he's just a big bear or a big monster or a big something.
Because also like if you just look at like the figure of him, it makes sense that would exist.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? It's just a giant like
it's like kind
creature.
of a gorilla meets a bear.
Yeah.
But like a little bit more human.
And just hangs out in the forest. Like yeah, bears exist.
Yeah. And like those things are 9 feet
and they
tall,
could get,
covered in
and they
fur.
could get a little bigger. Yeah.
But also like maybe they just had fingers instead of claws. Like I feel like that's the main difference.
Yeah.
And like a mouth
It's
instead
close
of a snout.
enough
Yeah.
but it's also wild that it's so massive.
Yeah. All right.
So 3.
All right. For the second one, we got Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, Nessie's fascinating. So this is what is it? Ireland or
So the Loch Ness Monster, effectively known as Nessie, is reputed to live in Loch Ness, a large freshwater lake in Scottish Highlands.
Oh, Scotland. Okay, yeah.
Nessie's also often depicted as a large, long-necked creature with 1 or more humps protruding from the water.
Loch Ness is fascinating because it's trapped in a lake.
Yes. So the thing is, we would have found. I mean, they've done so many sonar things. They even held a huge event, I think, like 2 years ago, where all the Loch Ness hunters showed up,
and they still couldn't.
Yeah.
But it's like, but also, isn't that area super foggy too and like shit?
I think that's part. I think Scotland
I don't know.
But the first recorded sighting of Nessie, guess when? Guess the century.
1800s.
6th century.
6th.
But the modern legend began in the 1930s with the photographs.
Oh, okay, but
like
6th century is when they were talking about it.
I mean, they've been there for
holy shit.
And there's been numerous investigations, including sonar, explorations, and underwater photography. No
Loch Ness
conclusions, but like still super cool.
Loch Ness that's a fun one.
It's a dinosaur too. So
it's a water dinosaur.
In a closed habitat. So like fucking maybe that because Loch Ness and Sasquatch,
Those
would
are the two
believe
big ones, yeah.
They could have existed at some time.
Yeah, I mean, Bigfoot would make sense that it's still around. Loch Ness, I don't know.
We would have found it.
Yeah, we would have found it. Loch Ness, I'm intrigued by it. It is just a dinosaur fish. I'm going to say 4.
That's fair.
I'm going to say 4.
It's right below
I was
Bigfoot.
thinking 2, but I think I like Bigfoot better.
Sure. All right. Next, we got the Mothman.
The Mothman. So now we're getting into shit that I don't really know.
Oh, you don't know about Mothman? Mothman's fucking great. Mothman is described as a humanoid figure with large reflective red eyes and enormous wings resembling those of a moth. It is often associated with a sense of impending doom. So the Mothman was actually seen as like a harbinger or a warning of a disaster.
So if you see Mothman, you're like,
something's going to happen. Yeah. So like, because the big one was, all right, sightings. The most famous sightings of Mothman occurred in Point Pleasant, West Virginia between 1966 and 1967. These sightings culminated in the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge in 67.
Oh, shit.
Which some believe Mothman was a warning of. And this was also a case where like Men in Black started showing up.
Oh, fuck. So like deep, dark agency people. Like FBI, but deeper.
No.
What?
People think that's what the Men in Black are because of the movie Men in Black.
Yeah.
Men in Black are actually these awkward, out of place humanoids where they wear a black suit. And like also it's not like a black suit now. It is a dated black suit. Okay. And they were even often described as being soaking wet. And they would go in and talk to people. And it was like you were talking to someone who just became human. And it was awkward and you weren't really sure what they were doing.
But they showed up because of the
they were just in the area because of. So some think they're more extraterrestrials pretending to be humans trying to get info on this shit.
Isn't Men in Black one of them is an alien?
I think so, probably.
That probably happens in like the 3rd movie or something.
Maybe, yeah. I think aliens work there.
Those are, that's fascinating as fuck.
No,
I'm just fascinated in general by this whole thing. Because like Bigfoot and Nessie, like it's like, yeah, I've heard about this in my entire life.
No, Mothman.
Still cool, but this is cool, fascinating.
Yeah, no, like Izzy loves Mothman. Mothman are really popular.
Mothman seems really cool.
No, he's got statues. He apparently has a great ass. Like there's like a lot.
It's just a normal person, but with wings and.
It's not. No, they are black and furry.
Oh,
like it is
shit.
Like it is moth as in the shape of a man.
Damn, I'll have images on the YouTube feed for people.
It's kind of like in like DC Comics. There's Batman. But then there's Man-Bat.
Oh, okay.
And Man-Bat is a bat the size of a man.
Which is freaky.
So that's what Mothman is.
Okay. Since this is new and fascinating to me, 2.
Okay.
So I have 1 and 5 left.
All right.
And we're probably going to get weird as hell with this.
Next up, we got the Jersey Devil.
What the fuck is the Jersey Devil?
The Jersey Devil is said to be a kangaroo-like creature with horse or goat-like head, leathery bat wings, horns, small arms with clawed hands, and a forked tail. It is said to inhabit in the Pine Barrens of the southern New Jersey.
Okay.
So it's like I always see it more as like dog, horse, like kind of like those combined, like in between size.
Okay.
With big ass wings and like would carry goats away.
Oh shit! So I can visualize that in my head.
Legend has it that the Jersey Devil was born in the 18th century to a woman named Mother Leeds, who cursed the child upon learning she was pregnant for the 13th time.
Jesus Christ.
The creature reportedly flew up the chimney and into the Pine Barrens. There's been numerous sightings and encounters have been reported, but no physical evidence.
Whoa.
So this one's more like demonic.
Yeah, this one's freaky as hell.
And like we know about its birth.
Yeah, that's wild that it was a child. Mm-hmm. Like it was like a person, like, and then just
damned.
Like, and then it got damned. This is another fascinating one. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm gonna have to put it at 5.
Okay.
So what's my number 1?
Your number 1 is the chupacabra.
Oh, okay. I've at least heard of this.
The chupacabra, whose name literally means goat sucker in Spanish. Badass.
Yeah, badass.
It is said to be a reptilian creature with spikes down its spine. It reportedly attacks livestock, particularly goats, and drinks their blood. First reports in the Puerto Rico area in the 1990s. So this is a newer one.
It's a newer one.
It's the newest of these. Chupacabra sightings have since spread throughout the Americas, including the United States, Mexico, Central, and South America. Various carcasses have been claimed to be chupacabras. A lot of times it's like dogs with mange, which just means their like fur falls off.
Yeah.
But there's been no definitive proof.
I mean, I'm happy with that at number 1.
You see, I would put Mothman as number 1.
Okay, but I've got number 2.
Yeah. And I think you'd really love the Mothman.
I'm curious because when I'm editing this, I'm going to see photos of all these people and I'm going to be like, Okay, never mind.
Mothman's the funnest to look into, I think.
Okay,
Because
well,
also there's the Mothman Prophecies,
What is that?
a movie.
Oh, it's a movie?
Yeah.
Like
I
based
think
on?
with like Richard Gere.
And he's like the main guy?
I don't know.
It's like
I've never
it's like a
actually seen it.
superhero movie?
No.
Is this a movie we need to add to Moist Movie of the Month?
We could do that for Moist Movie of the Month.
Mothman Prophecy.
I'll see what that's on.
I'll add it to the list.
Okay.
I do have one more blind ranking for you.
Okay.
If you're ready.
It is a Richard Gere
Dude,
movie.
what's wild is you come up with fun ones.
Okay.
Mine are just like
Bullshit.
bullshit.
All right, what we ending with?
Let's end with blind rank these video games.
Okay. All right, so this is an honest question, though.
Yeah. So we'll start off with the OG top seller, blind rank Tetris.
I do enjoy Tetris quite a bit. I was ranked number 1 in Des Moines for a while. For
Damn.
Tetris. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also number 1 in Omaha for a hot second.
Why the fuck are you in Omaha?
I don't know. It just like gave me that like listing.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm gonna put that at number 4 because I
4
do
for
enjoy
Tetris?
it.
Okay.
But like it's not my favorite. It's a good pastime game.
So what's wild about this list is I just came up with 5 random ones.
I know,
So
that's-
now we're coming up modern.
okay.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Fuck, I just recently deleted it because I could not get into it. So I think that's my number 5. So unless you
Damn.
have a game on here that I actively dislike, that's gonna be a fucked up list.
Yeah. So next up, blind rank these video games. The Sims.
Sims I have gotten in and out of at times.
Sims are fun, dude.
Sims 2 on
You're
the
basically a
GameCube was
god.
really good. Yeah.
You're just controlling people.
Well, Sims 2 on the GameCube, you could actually play as the character, which was nice.
Oh, shit.
Because I much preferred it, instead of telling it where to go, you could walk it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Instead
which
of
was
just
super
clicking,
fun.
like
So
go here.
if we're saying the Sims as a
Yeah,
general,
I'm saying Sims general.
I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of it, but it's still never my favorite. So I'm gonna put 3. I'm building
3.
up.
Damn. So you got 2 and 1 left.
Okay.
Next up, blind rank these video games. Mario Odyssey.
I did love it. I need to revisit it because
Odyssey was great.
I played way too fast through it.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to
I
get to
did
the
too.
I was trying to get to the next level instead of getting everything in a level.
All the moons.
So I'm gonna replay that one. But I'm gonna say number 2. I did really enjoy that game.
Damn,
though.
your list actually might be pretty.
If you hit me with a number 1,
your list might be how you would do it.
yeah.
Because your number 1 for blind ranking is Miss Pac-Man.
Fuck yeah, that's my favorite arcade.
Yeah,
game
I
right
knew it.
now. Yeah, no,
So it
that
goes
is
Miss Pac-Man, Mario Odyssey, Sims, Tetris, Red Dead.
absolutely.
Yeah, see, that's
100%.
You got
yeah.
them 100% accurate.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucking badass, dude. And that was blind ranking. Hopefully you played along at home. It's always fun. I need to start coming up with weird ones.
Yeah.
Like cryptids. That was
Or 9/11s.
Or 9/11. Yeah. I'm just like movies. Because those are easy, you know.
Yeah.
We could do movies just endless.
Yeah.
You just pick 5 and rank them.
Just continuously do that forever. Yeah.
Yeah. But this has been the Moist Monday podcast.
I hope you would rank us high on your list.
Yeah, of the Competitive White Men podcast.
Probably right below Basement Yard, but like if you're a fan, you might like us more than Joe Rogan, which is wild.
Well, it's different.
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan's like interview style.
Yeah.
Asked.
And we're bullshit.
Yeah. But he's also bullshit.
That's true. But like, you know,
Yeah.
get a vaccine if you want it. That's where we're
Do
at.
vaccines even exist anymore? Like, sorry, I've been listening to a lot of Joe Rogan.
That's the kind of info you'll get from the Moist Monday podcast.
But make sure you send us an email, moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on social media. We got Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and X, baby. Follow us on all that shit. Subscribe to us on YouTube. You can see our faces. You can see the visuals. You can see what Mothman looks like. You can see all that fun stuff.
See my art
Yeah, you can see the art.
that my mom doesn't love, but I do.
Make sure you rate us 5 stars on all the podcast apps. We would really appreciate it. We're still a 5-star podcast on Spotify, which is unbelievable.
If you love us, recommend us to a friend.
If you hate us, recommend us to an enemy.
Great. Either way, we get a view.
But this has been the Moist Monday podcast. Happy birthday to Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say it a ton next week, but that will be a week late.
All right.
Well,
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
I love
you.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.